The Europe Parliament is discussion if to changing the rules how enable trawlers of the Netherlands to capture minnow with a technique how campaigners include compared to setting a taser in the ocean. The Holland by the government and EU officials say they are innovative a method how is superior for the environmental rather than conventional toolkit. The is on a method named heart rate fishery, wherever trawlers use nets how produce an electrical present. Minnow, especially single, are dazed, that forces them to swim above, manufacturing them facilitating to capture. Love the use of explosives and venom, heart rate fishery is formally prohibited in the EU. The US, China and few some countries include a ban too much. But down there is an exclusion that allows EU countries to capture up to 5% of their yearly fishery quote in the Polar Sea with pioneering methods in the behalf of study. Heart rate fishery counts as one of such pioneering methods. The France Preservation Team Flowering is guideline the campaigning versus electrical fishery. They say the method harms the minnow it is intended to capture and kills sea lifetime how is imaginary to be leftward one. If you electrocute sea lifetime you include an ecological system-wide issue, says Claire Navain, Flowering CEO. Thou wipe away out the source in the sea. You convert it in a actual abandon. She is as well the one who says it amounts to setting a taser in the water supply. Flowering is backed by organizations presenting less-scale fishermen in France and the UK. The Opulence in Circuit Relay and Chateaux is on executive board, in a team of Michelin-starred chefs who say they will not prepare in heart rate caught minnow. The UK and France supermarkets Waitrose and Intermarché include as well told they will not sell minnow trapped in the path. The Netherlands is the largest customer of the technique in the EU. The Holland by the government has given permits to about 80 trawlers. Be wrong, how lot boats do you requirement for an experimental, ask campaigners. The Holland spot to teaching that propose their heart rate equipped navy utilized 46% less than gas and capture 50% less than undesirable sea lifetime rather than some trawlers. All these things are superior for the environmental rather than the present way we minnow, onto Holland Farming Secretary Carola Schouten. Same present debate sadly evolves about sentiments, but the is the way fishery will see in the next. The Europe Parliament is discussion and vote on a suggestion of officials at the Europe Committee how would lift the range on how lot minnow can be trapped with electrodes. MEPs include tabled a band of amendments, consisting giver the come ahead to the growth in heart rate fishery, enabling it to go on but just for a few more than year time more than study is made, or completely performing the prohibition. Everything the outcome of the voice, talks among the Parliament, the Europe Committee and EU countries will go on for several period.